morning all. It's a beautiful morning in Alnwick this morning, but I'm leaving. Just taking him for a little wander. A beautiful sunrise this morning. I've had a good night's sleep and the traffic seemed to die off at about 9 o'clock-ish, so I had a good night's sleep, but some idiot went past this morning at 6 o'clock beeping, and I was the only van in the car park, so it was clearly at me. I don't understand people's mentality that do things like that, but hey ho, never mind. I was awake already anyway, sort of. I don't get people. So I'm going to have some breakfast, give him some breakfast and get us on the road over to Bamburgh. It's only half an hour away, so not too far away for us. I've got some company this morning. Hello coos. There's babies as well. Hello baby coos. This one's a curious little soul. Hello. I'm wondering what dog is, I think. Hey babies. Oh, they're cute. Hello baby coo. Oh look, he's wagging his tail. I say hi to the coo. Coo, it's okay. I can't reach you. Come on. Oh, you're scared. You're scared. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, sweet babies. Hey, sweet babies. I can't spend all morning petting the coos, so it's time to get some breakfast. There we go. He's got his breakfast. I took all the silver screens off so I can try and demist the windscreen a little bit before we set off. I'm going to have some Rice Krispies and maybe a cuppa, and then obviously there's no rush to get away from here. There isn't anyone here at the minute. There's a car park there and two cleaning men having a chat. Other than that, it's just me. But yeah, it was alright park up other than the stupid beepy person this morning. Okay, we're ready for the off. Time to say goodbye to that beautiful view. Are you ready to go, Doodle? Going to pay a little visit to somewhere else before I head to Bamburgh, so I don't want to sit all day on one car park, so I'll take you with me. Bye coos! Me and Doug have come to Seahouses, so this car park, you can park coaches over there and it says light goods vehicles over here. It's 1 hour free with a ticket, so I've put my ticket on, I'll have a little mooch for an hour and I'll head off over to Bamburgh. Bloody noisy here, there's a street sweeper and somebody drilling over there. He needs a little walk, because that place that we were just at, there was nowhere to walk in, it was just a lay-by and then a 70-mile-an-hour road, 60-mile-an-hour road. So he needs a bit of a moochie before we go to the castle, and I leave him because we're not allowed to take dogs in. I was originally heading for the harbour car park, but look, it has a height barrier. I did have a sneaking suspicion that it would, even though none of the photos on Google did show it, but they usually kind of do. So I picked the 1 hour free stay car park. I got me back for 10:35. So little donuts down here that does milkshakes. I might treat myself on the way back because my mummy gave me some money to treat myself on the way up. So that's why I'm doing both the castles, Alnwick and Bamburgh. So thank you mummy, you've enabled me to go and do. I was going to do Bamburgh anyway, but Alnwick wasn't really, I don't know, didn't know I was going to do the castle because it was 22 quid. So fairly expensive, but I've done it now. Lots of boat tours here to the Farm Islands, and you can see grey seals apparently, and the harbour kitchen. I've had some cereal, but I've not been very hungry lately, so I've not been eating a lot. I might try and have something hot. We're on a road on pretty much dry land. Look at him. He knows, I don't know how he knows. Bless him. I'm just going to walk to the lighthouse at the bottom and then go and have a moochie up into town. It's rather cold this morning, that wind's chilly. You can tell it's getting towards winter time, and I'm headed back up north again. Does seem to be parking down here. I probably could fit Gladys down here, to be honest. But 1 hour is £2, 2 hours £4, and all day is £8. No buses, lorries, caravans or trailers, and a maximum of 6 metres, so I'd be allowed. But I'll just do my 1 hour free, and then if I decided I'm stopping any longer, then I'll pay. I think in Bamburgh there is a coastal path. There's a fairly good walk as well. So once I've done the castle, I'm going to take myself on a good old stomp, because I think I need to get out in the fresh air, clear my brain a little bit. So that's my aim. Hopefully if the weather stays dry, I don't want to get soaking wet. There's your view from the end. Does look like a pretty cold morning, doesn't it? It's beautiful though. It's nice to be back by the sea. There's a little Banksy style painting on the back, look. Oh, the wind's chilly. Maybe a milkshake is a bad idea and I might get a hot chocolate instead. I think that's a good idea. One of the large attractions towards Seahouses are the boat trips over to the Farne Islands, where you can see puffins in the spring and the summer. Obviously both of those is past, so I won't be able to go and do that. That sea looks a bit too choppy for me anyway, I would be sick. And then obviously grey seals and other wildlife during the rest of the year. I'm not doing a boat trip today. I don't fancy being sick for the rest of my journey back because it would knock me off. And it's also a little colourful fishing village. It's actually really cute. There is no overnight stops here though, it's all way outside of the town. There's day parking but nothing for overnight. He's looking a bit more happy now that he's on his way back to try that. I don't know how he knows with him being such a small dog and him being a little bit blind, but he obviously does. It's weird. So just here you've got the boats that you go out onto the tours with. You've got Farne's Maiden and Farne's Lass, which is obviously because we're getting closer to Scotland. There's a few other boats there, but it is a little fishing harbour as well. Apparently Northumberland, this is one of the places where you get the best fish and chips in Northumberland. That's what I've just read on Google anyway. I can't testify to that. One of the dog friendly cafes is shut, and I've just heard one of the boat ladies saying it's the last launch of the year today. It is the last day of September, so I'm guessing a holiday town like this kind of shuts down from today really. Okay, don't bloody believe Google because I've just took him in the cafe and apparently dogs aren't allowed inside even though it said it was dog friendly. I'm not sitting outside, it's freaking freezing. This is where I am, where you get your 1 hour free station yard car park. Then you have to go to the ticket machine. It doesn't actually say how much it is. I don't know because I'm going. Nowhere seems to be happy to take dogs for breakfast, so me and him will go somewhere where we're a bit more welcome. There we are, back to the van. Okie dokie, we are here. So I think I have to pay for daytime parking because I think the motorhome bays are only for 6 PM till 6 AM or something like that. It's not very clear on the email. All you get is a little thing to say that you've paid, so I'm going to go and have a look on the parking thing over there, take him for a little moochie over, give him a drink, and then go and get myself booked in at the castle, I think. Look at this, the nice person that's here just before me has tipped dog food all over the floor. What's wrong with people? Can't remember which bay I booked online. I think it was number 5 and I am in number 5, so I'm not setting up properly. I'm just sitting and having a cup of tea just in case somebody rocks up, because these are the pre-book bays, and says that I'm in their bay because there is number 4 and number 3 that are free at the moment. So I'm just making myself a cuppa because I didn't make one this morning because I was lazy and I couldn't be bothered. I'm my first cuppa of the day, and then I'm going to go and explore the castle. It's quite a busy little car park, there's a lot of people here, and even though it says 6 PM till 8 AM, the van that I've just took over this spot from, I was only just left and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't think it's enforced very well. So we will see how it goes. Excuse the mess of the van, but look at him. That's from his little trundle around Seahouses. He's absolutely knackered. And normally he does like to have the bed out, but I've realised once he's quite tired from a little walk, then he will just sleep like this while I'm out of the van. He's clearly a lot happier in the van than he was in that lodge. He was getting himself a little bit stressed, I think, just because he's not used to it. The caravan and the van are his home, so he's a lot more used to being in there. Well, this is a big van that's coming in, look. We're going in bay number 4. So another van coming and another motorhome's just rocked up. It's clearly quite a busy little spot, so if you don't pre-book your space, I would get here quite early because it's before 11 AM and all the spaces are filling up really quickly. That's it, all the spots are filled. So it looks like I'm stopping in bay number 5. I actually don't think these guys have pre-booked this bay because she's on her way over to the parking machine. So maybe they're not supposed to be there. Okie dokie, time to go up to the castle. You have an ice cream van, but luckily there's no coaches in, so it's a good time to go because it's not going to be as busy. So there's your view from the car park. I've begrudgingly paid my day parking money, even though it's a bit annoying, but never mind, it's got to be done. We have to abide by the rules, don't we? There's a little map of Bamburgh. There you go. Welcome to the historic village of Bamburgh, the ancient capital of Northumbria, founded by King Ida in the 6th century. There are a few people going up with dogs, but I don't think you could take dogs up there. Dog wouldn't make it anyway, bless him, he's fast asleep. Then you make your way up the driveway to the castle, because clearly there's parking up here. It says pedestrians keep right, so I am doing. And then obviously there's traffic coming in and out as well. It's relatively steep. You can just see my little Gladys down there, with dog's snoozing away. The sun's trying to come out, so it's getting a little bit warmer, which is nice. So you can park up here all day for £6. An adult to get into the castle is £18.75. So let's go pay and get inside. Okay, so I've got my ticket. She said if I keep hold of that I can come and go as please. So I can come and do the inside bits and then come back and do the outside bits after I've seen Doug and had some dinner. That's really good, isn't it? Because it looks like it's a really big place. You can just see the beach out there. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? I just climbed up them really steep steps. I'll get back down. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Got all the cannons facing outwards, defending the castle. There's a better view of the beach. Look at that. I think you might be able to get down there. See how tired Doug is. It might be a morning thing, not really today, he's a bit knackered. So I'm currently on the Battery Terrace, which with its large cannons was built in 1781 to 1782 and intended to protect the castle from the sea and cannon fire, because 300 years earlier Bamburgh Castle was the first castle in England to be destroyed by cannons. It was besieged by Yorkish troops led by the Earl of Warwick during the War of the Roses. How about this for a view? Wow. Oh, I like that. That's pretty, isn't it? And booking horse. Got a couple of different options to eat here. So there's a tack room cafe and then the clock tower cafe. I'm obviously going to go back to the van and get food and sit with my little boy. Down in this direction we've got the West Ward, Aviation Museum, St Oswald's Gate and the windmill. So I'm going to do the outside bits before we're going to do the inside bits, I think. I'm guessing this must be the windmill. Without a windmill in it. Until I'm getting closer to Scotland, I can faintly hear somebody playing the bagpipes up. Well, you can't really go in the windmill, all the doors are locked. Listen, there's a piper. I feel like I'm going home. I miss Scotland so much. Oh, listen, his dog's singing. Bless. I am not Scottish. I don't even know if I've got any heritage that is Scottish, but that makes me pine for being at home. It actually has brought it home to me that how much it has become my home over the past year and a half, and I really can't wait to get back. Beginning life as a Celtic fort in the 6th century and becoming the capital of Anglo-Saxon Kingdom of Bernicia and later the royal seat of kings of Northumbria, Bamburgh Castle stands imposingly above the Northumbrian coastline. Being such an old building, it also has its fair share of ghosts, one of which is the Pink Lady. She was a beautiful Northumbrian princess, and her father deeply disapproved of the boy that she was in love with. He sent the unfortunate boy away overseas for 7 years and forbade the couple from exchanging any messages. He hoped that his daughter's passion would cool. Sadly, the girl just became more and more depressed. In a last-ditch attempt to persuade his daughter to give up her love, the king told her that spies had discovered that the boy had married someone else. To cheer the girl up after this news, the king asked the castle seamstress to make her fine dress in his daughter's favourite colour, pink. The distraught girl donned the garment, climbed the stairway to the highest battlements, and flung herself to her death on the rocks below. Shortly afterward, her lover returned from exile unmarried and was heartbroken by the news of what had happened. Legend does not record what fate befell him. Every 7 years, the princess's mournful ghost, clothed in a dress of shimmering pink, wanders through the corridors of the oldest section of the castle, before gliding down the rocky path that leads to the beach. Here she stands upon the pale gold sands, gazing sadly out to sea, forever awaiting the return of her lost love. I'm not going in the aviation museum, it's not really my thing, and Morrivia was the only thing that I really actually enjoyed because I got to go be a big kid, and it's just like little models and stuff in there, quite loud music, so I'm not going in there. The keep and the staterooms are down here. I'm just taking a little walk along the wall, and then I'm going to go into the staterooms and have a look. I think this bit must be the ruins of the chapel, which I'm heading to. There's bits obviously that you can't get into, health and safety and all that, but they did say there was a ruined chapel over this direction, so I'm assuming this is what it is. I didn't get a guidebook, so I'll download the map because I'm just winging it. I was right, this is the chapel ruins, the chapel of St. Peter, and it stood here from the 600s to the 1100s. It's a pretty cool little spot. I don't know what this big bell is. Must be a place where people make wishes. Lots of coins under it. I'm not making a wish because mine never ever come true. Come into the stateroom. So the first lot of rooms are just like pottery and stuff in glass cases and giving you a history of the castle. I'm not interested in listening to that because I would rather just read it myself. And then here you've got traditional garments, a little gift shop. And over here we have more like the castles I'm used to. Can't climb up very high yet. Going down into the dungeon. Lots of paintings here that you can buy. Apparently you just have to purchase at the shop. There's some really nice ones, but when you live in a caravan you can't have anything like that. I'm in the gift shop. Look at all the little Halloweeny stuff. Pumpkins, big pumpkins. I love it. I'm going in the dungeon. Please mind your head. There's torture going on over there. Not going to see a lot on the GoPro. They are brilliant cameras, but not very good in the dark. So that's the end of the staterooms. There's lots of dawdly people, so I got a bit bored and sped out. It says this is the exit, but I'm higher up than I was. Let's go and have a look. We get out. Oh look, I can see Gladys over there. So I am quite high up. It's a good view, isn't it? That concludes my little visit to Bamburgh Castle, which was beautiful. Staterooms don't really appeal to me, and it wasn't as pretty as Dunrobin Castle, which I do tend to compare things to quite a lot because that was absolutely stunning. But I've enjoyed it. It was worth the money, and I'm glad that I've come. That's good. The car park's just there, and there's a big field I can take Doug for a walk on in the morning there and get my little bearings for a bit because obviously I've never been here before. I'm glad I went to visit. It's something that's been on my list for a while, and obviously I've never been in Northumberland or anywhere near, so it was one of my definite stop-offs. That's why I chose to go to Alnwick yesterday, because I couldn't get in this car park until today. I'm back at the van. It's fine, but it is getting warm, so it's time to get the solar screens on and get some fresh air into the van. He's not hot, but he's been asleep, bless him. I've just woke him up. I'm cold. I've wrapped a blanket around me because I put my jumper in the wash. I am looking forward to getting onto a site tomorrow so I can have a shower. I do not like being this minging. I had a shower yesterday morning before I left the lodge, but I like to have a shower every day. I have a little bit of a problem with being clean and now feel really scruffy and I don't like it. So I'm going to a caravan and camping club site in Scone. I don't think that's how you say it. That's above Edinburgh, so I couldn't really find anything near Edinburgh. A campsite finally got back to me this morning, but I'd already booked the caravan and camping club site, so it's £19 with electric, which is quite good. I can recharge my power bank, I can charge the van battery because it's pretty low in case I need the diesel heater, and I know I'm going back to site, but I'm really desperate for a shower. I couldn't have done another night without not having a shower or charging this big power bank. So, and then it's only an hour and a half up to site from where I'm going. So I'm off to visit the Rosslyn Chapel first off, which is just below Edinburgh, and then I'm heading up a bit further towards home. So tonight I'm not doing a lot. I've just edited a bit of my video and been sat for a little bit and watched him do that. Bless him. He's been flat out all afternoon. So I might have to wake him up in a minute and take him for a little walkies because he hasn't been out since we got here. I brought my wee man out onto the green. Look, he's tired already, so I don't think he's walking all the way around it. I didn't know this was here. Let's go and have a look what this is. It's a memorial for people that gave their lives in the wars. It's beautiful, isn't it? I've dropped Doug off. He's had a little poodle, but he's knackered, so I'm taking myself off for a walk because there's no good sitting in the van. It's just making my brain do overtime, so I need to go stretch my legs. So I'm going down to see something on the beach that I've seen on Google Maps. I can hear somebody with a drone, so he must be able to fly them, but it's a bit windy for me. I ain't flying mine in there. It keeps proper gusting. Apparently I'm here according to Google Maps, and that's led me wrong a couple of times on this trip, so let's see if we trust it. Well, there's a different view of the castle. It looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? From here. You can't really grasp the size of it when you're in it. Okie dokie, I'm here. So these are anti-tank pillars, and obviously people have created artwork out of them and turned some of them into Rubik's Cubes. How cool is that? That's a pretty cool thing to see on the beach, isn't it? So the sea is just here. I'm going to head back up the coastline because it took me along the road, and this road along here is a 60-mile-an-hour national speed limit, so it's not great to walk on. But I think you can get up back around the back of the castle where the car park is. So I'm going to go and have a moochie up the beach. I'm having a little bit of anxiety, and my initial desire is to just run home, but I'm making myself do these stops because I realise if I don't, I'm just going to let it win, and I don't want to. So the more I have a battle with it and make myself do the stuff that it's trying to stop me from doing, the less it's winning in my brain. So I'm doing this tonight, then I've got another stop tomorrow instead of running straight home tomorrow, which I technically could do from here, but I'm not going to. I feel very alone. Just this whole trip has just made me feel just really on my own, and I know I am, but it's kind of really highlighted it to me, and I'm struggling a little bit with things. I'll be alright, but I just want to run home. So I'm making myself do the stop-offs that I really wanted to, because I know that when I get back there, if I didn't do it, I would be kicking myself for not doing it. So I am doing it. Make my way back to my little doggo, make myself eat some tea and try and get a good night's sleep. I slept for like 9 hours last night, so because after that van beeped and woke me up, I went back to sleep for a little while. So I've obviously needed it. My insomnia has been awful. I was awake at 2 o'clock in the morning again this morning. It's doing my head in. So I might have to get some sleeping tablets or something to try and break that habit. It's become a bit of a habit over the past 6 days. Over there you can see Lindisfarne, I think that's how you pronounce it, also known as Holy Island. The name comes from its significance as a cradle of Christianity in England, home to a monastery founded in 635 AD, and also from the tragic Viking raid that occurred on the monastery. I think I need to start heading up this way so I can get to the car park and then back down to the other car park on the other side of the castle. I'm making a guess here, so I could get lost. I'm back with my boy. Are you happy to see your mama? I'm just going to settle in for the night, try and eat some tea, even though I'm not very hungry, and try and get an early night and a good night's sleep. So I'm going to end this video. I say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Bamburgh Castle as much as I did, and I'll pick you back up in the next one. See you later.